One of the worst things to ever happen to me, and I'm sure you've experienced it as well, is when someone calls your favorite hobby that you have invested so much time into the term cringe. Now let me tell you something. There is a difference between being cringe, like in a really socially inept way and just missing on cues and things like that, but then there's the cringe where you're just doing something that you love and people just don't understand the value of said thing that you're doing. In my instance, I grew up around creating videos. It's something that I've been doing since I got like an Android when I was a kid. Like I'm talking like 10 years old. I started creating Lego minifigure films. I would like direct something, I would write a small script and I would act it out with my hands and everything in Lego minifigures. I'd have my mom help film me and I would just put that on the internet. It's somewhere on YouTube of me making mini Lego movies. As I grew older, I continued to have this passion for just creating videos and filmmaking in general. I did YouTube a ton in high school, whether it be gaming content, doing videos with my friends, vlogs, anything like that. You name it, I was doing it. And during that time period, I was doing something called cut commentaries. This would be like an example maybe, I'm not really sure, but practically I would play Call of Duty in its peak. I'm speaking Black Ops 2 for those that know, and I would just record myself talking about my day in high school. Like I would copy the FaZe guys, like FaZe Adapt and all of them. And one of the big topics I talked about was like the fair we had in school. For some reason, a few people in my high school found that video, and when they found that video, I got called cringe by so many people. I was told that this is the lamest thing possible. Why are you making this? This looks so stupid. You honestly look like a nerd. I'm here today because a part of me wishes that I had someone like me telling my old self in high school that people saying that to me and calling it cringe was just plain out dumb. And I should have never listened to them. And I should have just said, keep being more cringe. But I just didn't understand that at the time. Sadly, some people in life cannot understand what you love and not have the passion for something that you enjoy. Your favorite hobby is going to be completely different from someone else watching this video. Whether you like drawing your favorite anime characters or your own original characters, or wanting to work out and look like Sam Solik, or just enjoying Roblox tower defense games because that one's about me, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's what makes you you, and everything that you do just makes you amazing. There's always going to be someone out there though, however, to devalue yourself and what you enjoy and call it cringe. But there's a few reasons why I just want to say, just be more cringe. Everyone that is super cringe when you're younger, in high school, middle school, whatever it is, a lot of times people look at them and think, yo, you are just weird. But most of the time, those people are the type of people that grow up and have a really good rounded hobby. And what I mean by that is that they know themselves. They, at a young age, found something that they loved and were super passionate about. I remember I had a friend in middle school. She loved animation and just drawing. And so many people made fun of her because she would make her own original characters. And nowadays, she's working for big-time YouTubers and Netflix shows doing animation. She found herself at a very young age. And now that she's grown up, she's doing things that some people would never do in their entire lives. Now, I'm not going to name her name just because the sake of if she ever watches this video. The part about being cringe that is so amazing is that it's just you, and you have security in yourself that you like what you like. A lot of times people are not going to like you, whether it's because you look different or you sound a certain way, or you just looked at them and, might have creeped them out. I don't know. It's really up to your kind of viewing on how they view you. The reason why I brought up my friend is because they have an identity to them. It's something that they will never forget, and that's something that they will carry with them throughout their whole life, because they found something that they enjoyed at such a young age, and they'll always find people that like a similar thing to them. Secondly, do the thing that you are always afraid of doing. My big example was creating videos, but that's something I'll get into later. Another thing that I enjoy doing is going for runs and playing Pokemon Go. I used to do this all the time in my college days. I'm still in college, but like earlier in my college days, I stopped doing it because my friends would just say, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, why are you running and playing Pokemon? Those people I'm not really friends with nowadays, but still, I kind of just stopped doing it. And I know it sounds really stupid. Like, why are you making a big deal about going for runs and playing Pokemon Go? For me, it was more of like an embarrassment factor. Like, I would stop at these like Pokestops or the gyms and I would collect my items and I just would look really weird. And I know my friends would bring it up sometimes when we were out together, and I just stopped doing it. Now, I know it's not a hobby, but rather like an activity that I'm doing. It's helped me so much in the last couple of weeks. I've been doing it for a few weeks now, and my health has improved. My mental health has actually been a lot better because I'm going out and exercising. And also, I'm playing Pokemon Go and I'm enjoying myself because I like Pokemon. I'm a nerd, okay? I can't get around it. It's the best of both worlds. Maybe there's something in your life where your friends or people in your life have deemed cringe, and you just stop doing it because you're always afraid to get looked at when you're out in public or just judged for whatever reason. I'm here to tell you, just do it. Like, actually, it doesn't matter if you're looked at a certain way. The only real person that it matters to is yourself. Like genuinely, like, you're the only one that should care about your opinion on whatever you're doing, because no one's living your life and no one's ever going to experience the same amount of things that you do. And if it's cringe to someone else, they honestly probably just lack passion or just don't understand what you enjoy out of it. I know I have a ton of things that my personal friends that I've had for years don't understand. Like, for example, playing a certain game like League of Legends. Okay, guys, I play League. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I love League of Legends because I've been playing it since I was a kid. But my other friends will be like, yo, that game is so cringe. Like, the fan base is horrible. The game is horrible. Stop playing it. Like, what are you doing? But to me, that game is something that I cherish because I've been playing it since I was in middle school and I've always enjoyed it. There's always going to be something that someone's going to disagree with you about. And honestly, don't let that stop you from finding something that you really enjoy and gaining that identity that you might be missing if you haven't been doing stuff because people have been deeming it cringe. I feel like a lot of people in our generation care so much about how people perceive them, and it just blocks them out from doing something that they love and that they could eventually turn into a career or a lifelong hobby, or just something that you could specialize in, that you could show people down the road 20 years later or 10 years later or even 5 or even sooner, like a month later, that you've improved at something. It's all about finding who you are and just enjoying yourself as a person. Like I said, a long time ago in high school, I used to not like making videos or short films because people would judge me and they'd say, why do you like acting? Or why do you like filming stuff? That's kind of like a girly thing. Like, why don't you just go play sports? Back then it was a bit different, but I did both of those things. I did track in high school. I did football in high school. I did tennis. I even did drama stuff sometimes. I did the best of both worlds, and honestly just didn't let that stop me. So don't let someone stop you from doing something because they deem it as cringe. I just wish myself back then would have someone like me telling them to just do stuff, because honestly, I locked a portion of myself away for a brief moment in high school, and I know a lot of you guys probably lock a portion of yourself away that you love and probably are just hiding because of deep-rooted trauma or just fear. And all I'm saying is just take your first step. I said it in a video previously, as long as you take a couple steps or just one step a day, eventually you'll just start running, and I'm out of bait. Give me a moment. I really hope that my words have actually helped you guys understand a bit more about this topic. I don't know, I saw a guy talk about it on TikTok named The Zerky Show, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. All I'm gonna say is just be more cringe. I hope I made sense and I wasn't just rambling for I don't know how many minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys for all the support. I'm almost at like 400 subscribers in 2 weeks. Like, that is insane how much you guys actually enjoy listening to me yap. I don't know. Have a good day, guys, and peace.